Want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Thursday, October 24th. Good morning, Emil.
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Good, dude. And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning in to the show. I got a great show lined up for you today. Mari's going to be in a little bit later. Herb Stratford's going to be joining us a little bit later, so we'll be talking about movies, new releases, flops, things like that. And our listener bait today is for that of Asking Alexandria. Last night, I'm pissed at myself. I'm kicking myself because I completely forgot that the rescheduled Social D show was at the Rialto.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a show that I was planning on going to initially. And then Mike Ness had some kind of, like, physical ailment, got sick, and had to reschedule. But I'm like, okay, cool. I'll get you on the flip side. October's great.
Right.
And then it just flopped down right in the middle of a week in October. And I'm like, son of a bitch. When I found out, I literally found out before doors were going to open. It was too late to do anything. And so
you had to sit it out?
I had to sit it out. But I've seen Social D several times over, and it's always a great show.
I love them.
Yeah. It is a fantastic rock show. So everyone out that went to that show last night and who woke up early, first off, I salute you. And I'm super envious and jealous. But it is concert season. There's a bunch of shows that are coming to town, and Asking Alexandria is coming to the Rialto Theater this Saturday. So busy week for the kids over at Rialto. And we're giving away a pair of tickets for that show around 7:10 this morning. So keep listening for that. And so we got a lot to get to. Now, we're going to start off your day with the top story. And this is a reminder to always sign up for civil lawsuits if you qualify, just in case. Now, I think a lot of us have the experience, whether it was, I think, Facebook civil lawsuits where they were like stealing your data and identity.
Yeah.
And, you know, which could have like detrimented your future, but you got like $4 as a settlement, right?
That's what you get. You're like, cool, I guess I can get like a gallon of gas for this.
Right, yeah. But it's still better than nothing, right? So usually these class action lawsuits and these settlements happen against these large companies, and it's a large sum of money on paper, but then you divide it, a large ways, and it's just pennies going to the actual victims.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not the case when it comes to this Juul lawsuit. Now, vapors out there just got a huge payday thanks to a $300 million class action lawsuit settled by Juul in 2022. Yeah, most people who signed up about it forgot about it until their payment came through Venmo this week, and it depends on how many pods you bought and whether you still had receipts. Now, to be responsible about your addiction is a very rare thing.
I know, but hey, there's those guys out there that are like, I got to hold on to this for my taxes.
Yeah.
It's like some nerdy dude out there vaping.
I know.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. I always say, so hold the receipt, please.
Yeah.
I don't need, like the blood money trail to, my demise. But payouts depend on how many vape pods you get. And some people did keep their receipts and put that in. And with that, several people have posted screenshots showing numbers like $3,000 or more.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. One person posted on Reddit right after Juul Venmo'd them $9,217.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. And then I'm like, damn, dude, I know I out-vaped this son of a bitch. and he got $9,000. In fact, actually, I even have, you'll be able to see on the podcast broadcast, like the legit receipt. You're just like, oh yeah, no, this happened. This is not a joke.
Yeah, there it is, 9,217.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to see what this dude's like in his personal life and what his house looks like. He's probably a hoarder and just has these receipts laying around because he doesn't throw anything away. And he's like, you know what? It's finally paying off.
Yeah.
I got $9,000. I'm going to go buy a bunch of more stuff for my house.
That
I don't need.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm picturing kind of like the comic book guy with a heavy wheeze.
Yeah.
So.
I did it.
Rich, what are you going to do with that $9,000? Buy more vapes.
Go to Circle K right now.
Yeah. I mean, to get that much money and stuff, it's not necessarily just a refund for how much you bought. I would hope that it's a few more dollars on top of what you actually spent. Because, for most people, it's getting a little bit money back based off of how many they bought because of their addiction. That's how it is. But if you signed up for the suit and you haven't got your payday, it still might be coming. They started sending money out last Friday, and it sounds like they're not done. It takes a while to send out $300 million. Some people opted for physical checks or gift cards, and they might get those payments later.
Yeah.
So this is just a friendly reminder. If you qualify for a class action lawsuit, no matter how big and grand, right? Sign up for it. And, maybe you'll get a payday too. And I guess the secondary lesson of the day that we'll start off with is always keep your receipts. But damn, that sounds like a pain in the ass.
It really does.
Yeah.
So. It's still not as cool as Camel Cash, though. They should have just done that,
No, you're absolutely right. They can't bring back Camel Cash, but it was cool back in the day.
It was,
and yeah.
man.
I mean, I remember my friend's dad, stepdad, I should say. Yeah. He had all the Marlboro bucks, right? So he had the jacket, he had the ashtray, he had the golf bags. He was the envy of the neighborhood.
That Marlboro drip.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just he was the Marlboro man.
Yes. So he got so many free things. And, it's funny because people under the age of 30 have no recollection or no idea what we're talking about.
They're like, what?
But, back in the day, they had these promotional campaigns where they would reward you for killing yourself with cigarettes by offering you lucrative prizes. So the more you smoked, you collect all the emphysema, you win. And, everyone wanted the Marlboro mirror. And all that.
The beach towels. It's like, hey, I won this, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm at the beach right now. I don't have much time left. I'm going to get it in.
I know. What is something today that you would get, that you get regularly, that you wish had like Camel Cash attached to it so you can get swag of that?
Oh, like EG's Cash, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, flavor of the month. It's like all the time.
Yeah.
Hear me. Listen to me, EG's. I'm always there. Hook me up.
It's funny that you say that because these are things that are kind of detrimental to your health in excess.
Yeah.
But I mean, when I sign up there's places like Jersey Mike's, you get points for every sandwich you get. And then every 2 months I get a giant one for free. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I've been really doing damage to myself.
Yeah. I need this? But no, it's free.
Yeah, the free ones taste so much better, dude.
Yeah, you've won something.
All right. Well, we have a great show line for you today. And speaking of free, those tickets for Asking Alexandria are being given away at 7:10 this morning. Your morning coming up after new music from Sleep Theory, but we'll kick things off with Godsmack. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. All right, we are live on the podcast broadcast, joined by the one and only Justin Spears, the one-of-a-kind Mari, and there's about 13 Emils, but we have one of them here right now. So
all over the place, man.
Yeah. I know Herb Stratford today, even though I did advertise Herb Stratford. I'm a big fat liar. He's out of town doing his, fluent thing.
Movie thing.
Yeah, but he'll be back next week, which is fine. There's not too many big releases this weekend. Huh. I wanted to talk a challenge with him, though, because things are heating up. But before we get into all that, let's do a little tease on the air because Justin is in studio to make us all money. It's Rock 2.1 KFMA. That was new music there from Bad Flower called Detroit. Detroit has been making news a lot this week. A lot of prominent people speaking publicly this week in Detroit. There's another swing state. We've been getting a lot of visitors here in Arizona. A lot. When did we become a swing state? You know what I mean? That normally wasn't the case, but now, we are battleground. So everybody's stopping by, speaking their jargon. But in studio, speaking of which, we got co-host of Spears and Ali, ESPN 1490, Justin Spears. He just wrapped up his show, and he is in studio to give us 3 picks so you could be smarter than Justin Spears. Because the best way to beat Justin is to bet against him.
Fade me.
Yeah. And so we're going to talk about the 3 picks that you have going on. What's your record in the pick'ems that we have at KFMA.com right now?
No clue.
Where do you rank?
No clue. Last time I checked, I was top 100.
So there's at least 99 others out there that are smarter than Justin Spears, and they all qualify for prizes from Chico's Smoke Shop and the Diamond Store. So it's that easy to play and beat our resident expert, ESPN Radio's Justin Spears.
I do have to put an asterisk next to that because
please.
There have been a few weeks where I forget to pick the Thursday night games.
Okay.
And it's too late. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And so I would have at least 3 or 4 more wins.
Oh, okay. So
Just saying.
That's what you're going to be resting on right
Yes.
there? All right. Well, yeah, me too. I mean, I rank below you because I forget to fill out my new games altogether. But my parlays on my sports betting apps definitely are paying for another vacation. And all I'm doing is just betting the opposite of who you're picking. It's a brilliant strategy. So if you want to make money as well, stick around because coming up after Seether, we're going to have Justin Spears' 3 picks. But we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast there. We're going to speak U of A football. So you can join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. We're live on a podcast broadcast. Here's Seether with Judas Mind and Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was a lot of talk. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. In studio, very special guest. We got ESPN Radio's Justin Spears, but he's also the Arizona Daily Star's official beat writer for U of A football. Is that correct, Justin Spears? Yes. So you know everything U of A football, and honestly, you're rooting for a big win this weekend, are you not?
Well, I'm not rooting for anyone because I'm objective.
Oh,
I'm a reporter. You can't root for anybody.
Yeah. He's a U of A alumni who's objective and never rooting for the Wildcats. Wink, wink. Mari just winked for you. But okay. All right. So, obviously, the Wildcats has been like a roller coaster ride this season. There was some promise early in the season. The last couple of games, the promise kind of seems to be seeping away.
Yeah.
How did they look going into this game, and who are they playing?
They are playing against the West Virginia Mountaineers.
Okay.
It is what we call the Rich Rod Bowl because former Arizona head coach Rich Rodriguez coached for the Arizona Wildcats, of course, and he also coached at West Virginia prior to. This is the first time that Arizona and West Virginia have played against each other in football.
Really?
So, first game, they're Big 12 opponents now. It's going to be a fun game. And you know what? This is actually like the Spider-Man pointing meme because both teams are 3-4. And both teams are dealing with a bunch of injuries. Arizona's defense has all the injuries. West Virginia's offense has all the injuries. So these two teams are very evenly matched, and their fan bases are both pissed off at their teams right now because West Virginia had expectations, and now Arizona, they had expectations to potentially win the Big 12, and now they're 3-4. So one of these teams is going to walk away with their 4th win and get back to 500, and the other team is going to have their 5th loss of the season, and it's not going to look so good for them.
Well, how does it look for Arizona? Do they have an opportunity to win this game? You're shaking your head no.
I actually think they can win this game, but
Okay.
I'm just not optimistic because the offense has taken a huge step back.
What did it? What made them take a big step back?
Offensive line protection. They're not protecting Noah Fafita. Play calling, too, right? The narrative going into last game against Colorado was they were unable to finish drives and score touchdowns. They got in opponents' territory right on the fringe, right outside the red zone. They just couldn't finish drives. Last game, they had 7 punts. They had as many punts as points.
Yeah, see, that's
right?
not good. Yeah.
So,
that's the most frustrating thing for football fans when their team gets in the red zone and just can't finish the drill, right? So that's something that's going to be a turnoff for students and fans alike.
absolutely.
Every time. At least they're going against a team that seems as equal as can be, right?
Yeah.
And they have a 50-50 shot of getting to 500. Yeah, all right. Well, when's the kickoff? When's the game?
4 o'clock at Arizona Stadium on Saturday. And if you're not making it out there, it'll be on FS1. But, hey, another daytime kickoff for Arizona football. That has not really happened in recent years. They have 4 straight games with afternoon kickoff times.
Is that a good thing or a
Great.
bad thing?
It's a really good thing because
Yeah.
beforehand in the Pac-12, you got Pac-12 After Dark, so a lot of these games were kicking off at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Now you got Arizona going to different time zones and even hosting some day games too. You love to see it.
Yeah, well, especially when the weather gets nicer. Excellent. Well, Justin Spears from ESPN, Spears and Ali, you can tune into them 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN 1490. Thank you so much, Justin.
Absolutely.
All right, so there we go. That was for tomorrow. Wink. Which I will be here all morning long, bright and early, speaking with L.A. Knight. Yeah. At 7 o'clock, I'll play that interview in the podcast broadcast, but I was attempting to sleep in tomorrow. That shit ain't happening at all. So it's all good. Let's get on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's always a good time to bust Justin Spears' chops. It's actually one of my favorite pastimes. And baseball's second to busting Justin Spears' chops. Even with the World Series being the Yankees and the Dodgers, I still enjoy busting Justin Spears' chops more than the World Series that's going to be happening.
Damn.
I know. Yeah.
That's passion right there.
It is. Seriously, like I go home at night, I'll dream about different ways that I could, bust your chops. It's a great time. So since you've been living rent-free in my head, I appreciate you popping in on the show to give us the 3 picks because, again, I've been making so much money off of your, terrible picks, my friend.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have.
Yeah, it's such a great strategy, dude.
That's a great pastime here on Be Vegan Presents.
It is, and we've noticed this trend a couple years ago, and it's been fascinating ever since because Justin is such a well-versed, journalist. He knows so many stats and facts about all these players and teams. But when it comes to just picking a winner and a loser, that's when he ends up deucing the bed somehow, some way, which I love. Now, we want you to pick 3 games for us this week. So what are your 3 notable games where you're picking a winner and a loser? And you guys could also play along and pick against Justin at KFMA.com, by the way, and win weekly prizes. What's game number 1?
So I'm going to go with the game tonight in Los Angeles, the Rams and the Vikings.
You mean the game the game tonight. Yeah.
Oh.
No. It's Thursday. We're live on the air.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a Thursday night game. The Rams and the Vikings?
Yes, Rams, Vikings. Vikings suffered their first loss of the season. And this could actually be the last game in L.A. for Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Both of those guys are on the trade block and have been rumored to trades. Matthew Stafford could be quarterbacking the Minnesota Vikings, the team that they're playing tonight.
Really?
It's crazy.
Really? Okay, so do you think it would be a smart idea for the Rams to trade both Stafford and Cooper Kupp? I mean, those were the 2 key players that helped them win a Super Bowl a short time ago.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the Vikings are interested in Matthew Stafford. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know why, because Sam Darnold has actually been balling out this year. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little surprised by that, but Cooper Kupp has been on the trade block too. The NFC West is wide open right now. I think if the Rams win tonight, those trades will be put to silence a little bit, but if they lose, I could see those guys getting shipped out.
Yeah, because they're the season's over anyway, so it's time to prepare for the future. Huh.
Give me the Vikings.
Interesting. Okay, you're going with the Vikings, so I guess I got to go for the Rams. It's Stafford and Cooper Kupp playing for their jobs and the market. I mean, honestly, if it's a choice of people playing in Los Angeles or playing in Minnesota, I feel like most pros want to live in L.A. as opposed to Minnesota, especially as we're coming up on the winter. There's a lot of reasons where I don't know.
Yeah.
Orange County does seem pretty nice.
That's what the Lakers said.
Yeah.
They originate out of Minneapolis.
Yeah, hence the name Lakers. A lot of people still don't know why Los Angeles would be called the Lakers, but they were the Minneapolis Lakers because land of 1,000 lakes, right?
Yep.
Or 10,000 lakes. I don't know how many lakes. I don't care.
Lots of lakes.
I had no idea.
Yeah. There you go, Mari.
Mind blown.
Yeah, see? Follow us for more fun facts. Now, game 1, Spears is picking the Vikings over the Rams, so you should pick the opposite to make that money. What is game 2 that you're picking and spotlighting today?
So we got Falcons versus the Buccaneers. Both teams are 4-3 right now. Tucson native Bijan Robinson doing big things for the Atlanta Falcons. They're playing against a Buccaneers team that lost Chris Godwin and Mike Evans to injury. Who the hell is Baker Mayfield going to throw to now?
Right.
I'm going with the Falcons to pull off the win on the road against Tampa.
Yeah, let's talk about our local boy. What kind of stats has he been putting up this season?
He's been pretty steady for the most part. I think he had over 100 yards last week, if I'm not mistaken. He's really effective in the passing game, too. He is a dual threat running back. He's the Swiss Army knife. He is everything you want in a skill player in your offense.
That's amazing.
Great player, Bijan, and even better person too.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's his subtle way of name dropping. I know Bijan. We're homies. Do you have his phone number in your phone?
I do.
Yeah, you do. Look at him. That's good. Good for you. You guys hang out and stuff when he comes to town?
From time to time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not in Tucson often.
Yeah.
Right.
Too busy being the well-rounded Swiss Army man of the Atlanta Falcons. Just putting up stats, facts, numbers, and stuff. It's gonna be good. You gonna introduce him into the Football Hall of Fame, NFL Hall of Fame when he gets there?
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more qualified guys. I'd say his his high school coach, Dennis Benet at South Point Catholic.
Oh, that's where he went?
He
Yeah.
went to South
Oh,
Point.
I went to South Point.
Yeah, super local. See, it's
didn't
one of
know
your
that.
alumni who's tearing it up in the NFL right now. This is a
Wow.
big deal.
I'm learning so much today.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's awesome. So, yeah. You haven't been clubbing with him yet, huh?
I have not been clubbing. Bijan's not really a clubbing guy. And even when he does go clubbing, it's like in a controlled environment with guys like LeBron James.
Okay.
And those guys. He signed with Clutch, which is LeBron's company, agency brand.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
Just massive. And he was putting up massive numbers in high school, obviously, right? Top prospect.
yeah, he is the state rushing yards leader all time.
Nice.
Dude's
Wow.
insane.
That's a good friend to have.
I've seen him like Super Mario jump over a guy,
Yeah.
like just hurdle over him with ease.
So would you consider him the most famous person you have in your phone?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Well,
Well, no, be vegan. I mean, come on.
well, yeah. Well, I'm a close second, but I would still say Bijan right now. If he signed the LeBron James agency, I will give him the nod. All right. Third and final game.
Oh, man, I was going to do Monday night between your Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
Right. They made that move for Russell Wilson, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs against the Raiders.
Okay. So this one should be an easy pick.
Chiefs all the way.
Yeah.
Because they just acquired DeAndre Hopkins
Yeah. Okay.
from the Titans.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, of course, formerly of the Cardinals as well.
Yes, sir.
DeAndre still has some gas left in the tank. Was fantastic a player. It's such a sad thing to see him leave the Cardinals and then drop the ball on that. How is he playing today? And do you think this is a massive grab for Patrick Mahomes and company?
He hasn't had a quarterback in the last couple years. It's been Will Levis, the guy who puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly.
I think Mason Rudolph, too. Those have been the two quarterbacks. And then, of course, the train wreck that was the Arizona Cardinals. He's in a winning franchise. He's in a championship culture, and I think he's going to emerge as one of Patrick Mahomes' top pass catchers. So I think DeAndre Hopkins, I don't know if he's going to be available this week. I'd imagine he is. I like the Chiefs to go into Las Vegas and tear him up.
Yeah, it does seem like it'll be super simple and easy for the Chiefs, even playing away. But yeah,
I hate it, man. As soon as they acquired DeAndre Hopkins, it felt like the scene in Breaking Bad when Jesse Pinkman was like, he can't be getting away with this. So I felt about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, because he's not only all he has to do is just throw it up in the air.
Yeah.
DeAndre will grab it.
You know who's very
figure out-
happy about that? Her.
Yeah,
Why?
She's got Mahomes.
I do.
On her
but
fantasy
he
team.
hasn't been doing really great, though, so you think he's going to do better?
Oh yes, I think his stats are gonna vastly improve this
Ooh,
week.
this is promising.
Yeah, a couple more touchdowns for sure for Patrick Mahomes. With DeAndre Hopkins as a target, he doesn't even need too many practices. I mean, he's such a wise vet, and he's still so skilled, even in his older age.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic. Again, it was a shame that he had to leave the Cardinals, but it is what it is. All right, well, that's Justin Spears, ESPN Radio. Pick against Justin Spears and be smarter than Justin for your weekly prizes. Go to KFMA.com to sign up. You can still sign up today, each and every week. And if you beat Justin, you qualify for prizes from Chico's, the Smoke Shop, and the Diamond Store. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/beef. You're going to keep it right here because we got music on the way from Papa Roach. Clear. Excellent job. Excellent
Hell
job.
yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach, P. Roach. How we doing? Right? Yeah, you don't get to play any music on ESPN Radio, huh?
No, man. Just intros.
How's the week been with Tip? Tip was your co-host today.
Oh, man.
Tip, our traffic guy. It's amazing.
What a guy. What a guy. That's all I'll say. He's something else, man.
Yeah. So is Andrew coming back next week?
I think so.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm surprised you're not counting the days. Do you still have to go to the Darth Vader show for a minute to pop in for your picks?
I do.
Okay.
They haven't given me any text or anything like that, so.
Okay, cool. Well, good. We'll kick it. But I will. Yeah, guy's a dick. All right. But earlier this morning we did our morning moron. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. Check it out. And do you feel like blowback on Dave Grohl has been dying down?
Yeah, it's just kind of faded away.
Yeah, they're just I'm pretty sure that means that by the end of the year we'll hear more Foo Fighters announcements as far as concert dates are turning because they did cancel the rest of the year. I mean, they're smart enough to know that there's too much heat on them right now, on Dave Grohl in particular, so they just pulled back and pulled out of a lot of high-paying festivals. And you know, when Foo Fighters headline a festival, they're getting paid a couple mil right off the top.
absolutely.
Dude. So, you know, I wonder if the other members in the band are a little upset by this. Be like, dude, you know, you just chasing after Young Tail, you know, cost me, let me calculate it, $7 million, you son of a bitch,
Yeah,
right?
I wonder if he has to like compensate them. Hey guys, you know, I really kind of messed this one up. Here's some money.
Yeah, well, I'm
Big
sure
bro.
he compensates them just by being like, hey, you want to be in the Foo Fighters?
Yeah,
That's
right.
like
I
hitting a
guess that's
lotto,
true, yeah.
right? All right. That's not even our top headline. Let's get into our headlines. Here's so much news in the world. I'll try to cram it all in this segment. According to a recent survey, 77% of women feel that their women's intuition is like a sixth sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, does your wife have a woman's intuition?
I think so. I think it's just kind of like that human intuition, though, that gut feeling.
Right. Yeah. It's like why try to like classify it as your own species? Like,
Everybody has that, though.
Yeah, dude.
I think people just forget how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you use your intuition?
I just listen to my gut, listen to my heart and my brain at the same time. It's like a good mixture.
I'll tell you what, honestly, it's been my intuition and my gut that has led me through life. You know, like when I was, first time I felt like an overwhelming energy, like pulling me in a direction which I did not know where I should go, was when I was like 19, 20, and it was telling me basically go to Flagstaff and, you know, pretend to go to school.
Yeah.
And then I did that and, you know, experienced life and had great times. And then the second time after that, I had this like same gut feeling. I remember the feeling so vividly. And it led me, I was unhappy with the family business scenario that I was in my life at that time. And it made me go on Craigslist and look under like jobs. And then I saw this ad for someone looking for a radio co-host. And that's literally how I got into radio. Yeah. And that's where Derek, you know, brought me in and started that journey. And it literally was like my intuition and my gut saying, you need to do this.
Right.
And led me that way. So I've just been kind of following the path. And even when I got the job at KFMA the first time, I had that feeling again, you know, while I was still kind of happy, but juggling and, you know, doing my show up at Phoenix, I was like, there's a change, needs to happen. Something is telling me I got to, you know, look for something, and came across the KFMA ad, talked to Shamanti, and the rest is history.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So intuition is not just a woman's thing. So, you know, don't try to just take claim, ladies. That's unfair to the rest of us.
Yeah, right. It's a primal thing. We've always had this.
Seriously, dude. I lactate. I have intuition. It's not just a lady thing.
Yeah.
All right. A 39-year-old man in Iowa is facing multiple charges after he strangled a woman with an American flag.
Oh, man.
Yeah, say what you want about this maniac. The dude is patriotic.
Patriot.
Yeah. All right. A man lost $230 in his crypto fortune after falling for a scam. Now, did you ever make any money off of crypto?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Okay, like a lot? Good amount?
Hey, I'm not working right now for a reason. Well, I guess this is work. I don't get paid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, the thieves have been caught, but about $100 million is unaccounted for. And I think that's, honestly, thieves will definitely go after people with crypto because crypto is the untraceable currency, right?
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's
yeah.
what they say.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, you know what? The one thing my intuition didn't lead me to is investing in crypto when I could have.
I had a dream.
You did?
I did. A legitimate dream. I woke up. It was like the most realistic thing telling me to invest in one thing, and I'm hoping it pans out. This was years ago, though.
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting for it.
You still hoping it pans
I'm still
out,
waiting
eh?
for it. It takes time with some of these things.
You know what? My dreams, my Beastradamus moments have
Yeah.
been well documented as well. And, unfortunately, I did not dream about investing in crypto when I was reading about the Voss twins or whatever their name was.
The Winklevoss twins.
The Winklevoss
Yeah.
twins and the whole Bitcoin phenomenon. This is like 12 years ago, right? Before it blew up.
Yeah.
I was right there reading all about it, talking about it to my audience. Like, hey, guys, look at this dumbass thing called crypto.
Yeah, goofy.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, what the heck is that?
I could be a billionaire.
I know, right?
Anyways, that guy got screwed. 72% of people, parents actually, will put a toy on their own holiday wish list this year for themselves. And no surprise,
Yeah.
the majority of them are dads. 83% of dads. Okay. Have you ever wanted a toy for yourself as an adult male?
Yeah, I would say it stopped probably a good 10 to 15 years ago. I'm 41 now. I was an adult 10 to 15 years ago. Totally.
I'll tell you what, it will come back. And honestly, that was the best part is like shopping for kids is just picking out toys you wish you could play with,
Totally.
right? and then you're still being mature and responsible. Like, yeah, I don't play with toys. At the same time, you're like looking at all the details and.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Just the headlines. Let's hit the reset. When we come back, we're going to give you an opportunity to win tickets for Asking Alexandria. So keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Oh, coming up next, we're going to break down the benefits of being ugly, in case you missed that. This is a good one, a good conversation, a good tip. Did you enjoy those benefits? Did you? What do you think? In hindsight, these are legit facts and benefits of being ugly or no?
Accurate.
You feel like you're accurate. You would never know, Mari.
She's like, I'm just taking it off of everybody else around me.
And unfortunately, because of your genes and your husband's genes, I don't even think your boys are going to know. And that's unfortunate for them because no billionaires in your fucking bloodline, you know? Just regular successful people. Yeah, so... but it was fascinating that we, the information shared from that. Have you been following that Zach Bryan breakup thing? I know it's a country thing, but it's kind of like on your. It seems like
I see it, but I have no investment in those people, so like I haven't been like clicking the articles, right? Because I don't even know who they are. Like,
so here's the deal. He's a country guy, the douche monger, right? And apparently popular. He broke up with his girlfriend on social media, but didn't tell his girlfriend. So she found out through her friends reaching out, being like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
Broke up through social media?
Yeah, so he posted that he's breaking up with her, but then blocked her as well. So she couldn't even see the post. And so it was her like friends screenshotting and sending it to her like, "Yeah, dude, he just broke up with you."
What a bitch.
Bitch move,
That
right?
is total, like, especially social media, be a man. Just talk to her.
Yeah, man up, dude. Man up. But yeah, this is apparently the type of tea that the country fans are all about. So yeah, so the way that it worked, it said, he posted a statement saying, I quote, "Brianna and me have broken up with each other, and I respect and love her with every ounce of my heart."
Respect.
This is what he posted on social media without telling her and blocked her so she couldn't even see it. He added that she has loved me unconditionally for a long time, and for that, I'll always thank her. And then he said, thought it would be beneficial for them to go their own way and ask fans to please respect Brianna's privacy and space. Now, she posted her own statement saying that she was 100% blindsided by this. And actually, I'll share the statement here on this. And this is funny and fascinating and stupid at the same time. Hey guys, I'm feeling really blindsided right now. Gonna hop off social media for a while and attempt to heal privately. When I'm ready, I'll be back and ready to talk. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all that. Remember, you are so loved, blah, 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 blah. Right?
Do you know how long they were together for, though?
How long?
I don't know. Do you know?
Before, like, he got big?
Maybe.
No, do you
That's
think
what
they
I'm
were?
wondering.
Let's see.
Or was it like a fling?
No, it definitely wasn't a fling. So, as they say, I mean, it was a long enough relationship where they were, I don't know.
Social media official?
Yeah, they were social media official. Let's see. I can pull up this. Continuous beef vegan. I mean, that's just me thinking out loud. Don't worry about it, guys. Okay, so here's what he looks like. And the guy, like...
He looks like a goober.
Wait,
he looks like a goober. And honestly, dating above his pay grade. But, of course, he's rich and he's an artist. And so that's how it is. If you're like, hey, how can this guy score this chick? It's because, you know, he's a megastar in country music. Another reason not to like country.
Damn, yeah, she's fine, too. Why would he let that go? That's crazy.
Well, you know,
his head
Never
checked.
know.
behind every...
She might be crazy, too. Who knows?
Yeah, behind every woman is a man tired of sleeping with her.
Her
But
last name is Chicken Fry.
is it really?
Brianna Chicken Fry.
Yeah, should have kept her forever.
That's a good country song right there.
Yeah,
You could write a billion
Woke
country
up
songs about
with
Chuck
the
and Fry.
chicken fry.
But this was the statement, and the comments pretty funny. Say new album's gonna be so good. Bro's about to drop a heater album. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that was that. And then you see follow is Zach Bryan overrated? And so yeah, the hate is starting to pour out because it's just a bad look, dude. That's not a way that you're going to break up with somebody. When you're a public figure, you know, and then to publicly break up with someone without privately breaking up with them in advance, everything was backwards on this.
No, I think this is kind of ridiculous. They literally just started dating last year. It's just been 1 year.
Well, 1 year is still long enough to give them the respect to say, hey, you know, we're going to break up now.
But how, like, maybe he did. And she just, like,
She is stating that she didn't. So welcome back to the show right now. We're talking about the tea that is the country music drama of Zach Bryan breaking up with his girlfriend of a year publicly through social media without telling her. So she got all this information 100% through her friends who were screenshotting. And I think she actually, let's see, I got a video here. Is this her on TikTok explaining it? It might be. Here, let's see. Yeah, she looks upset, distraught. Or what's her name again? Brianna
Chicken Fry.
Yeah, and Smoke Show. She's a Smoke Show, right? And this Brian guy or whatever, not so much. Let's hear and see what she has to say in this clip. This is her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm going to play this clip. And hopefully it's not too many F-bombs. I might dump it if she's like, F this guy, and just starts going.
To Zach posting on his Instagram that we broke up, and I had no idea that post was going up. He didn't text me, he didn't call me. I just woke up to a bunch of texts being like, are you okay? And I'm like, did my dad die? How can you give someone everything and like love them so unconditionally, like through stuff that you shouldn't, because you just love them and you want them, like you see the good in them.
Money.
Like, how can you?
You said it, dude.
Oh,
I was wondering.
It's so embarrassing. It's really, really heartbreaking.
Yeah, so that's her talking about it in an interview. Now, what are your thoughts on it now?
I'm just weary.
Did you hear her too? She's like, I gave him everything. You know what that means, right?
What?
Butt stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
right?
obviously.
We're on the
Yeah.
same
So
page
within a
with this.
year, it's like she literally is like everything. And then after a year of this with butt stuff, you're going to just publicly dump me without giving me a heads up? You know?
It's just the people that go onto social media and like cry onto a video. Like, that's just what always kind of tips off some weird stuff to me.
In her defense, she was being interviewed, and this is a clip that was shared. So it wasn't.
Why is she doing interviews though? I'd just be like, respect my privacy. I want to figure this out. Like,
Well, she's publicly stating her case, dude. Yeah, I am upset because I was broken up with without my knowledge publicly, and now people are coming at me asking me questions. So
yeah, no, I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I don't know why women are so quick to like hate on
No,
a
it
woman.
goes both ways, but I definitely
I'm so
think
surprised. This guy's like a jerk. I'm surprised you're not Team Brianna Chicken Fry, because
I'm team no one. I think both are in the wrong, but I think
know. You're defending a douche.
No, I don't think he did anything right whatsoever.
This guy did a butt stuff and dash,
He did not.
a butt stuff and block. You know what I mean? Like it's all this stuff that like that's not the way to do it. Now ghosting would be a better way to go about it. In my history, but I'm saying like this is to make that public statement and block her without her like knowing.
Oh.
You can understand why she's upset.
It's awful. I understand. Would I want to go on camera and do all these interviews afterwards? I don't think so.
Oh, she wanted to let her side of the story be known. Brianna Chicken Fry sounds like a stage name, a weird
Fry.
stage
I know,
name,
Makes me
nonetheless.
hungry.
Yeah, I know. Well, watch her be like the
Heir to like
Canes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Lindsay on the stream saying, regardless, no one should break up through text or in public or online.
I agree with that, though. It's
No,
pretty
I
gauche. It's
totally
pretty gauche.
agree.
Yeah. So you gonna like stop pre-ordering his next album
No,
right
I don't
now?
even know who this guy is. I've never even listened to his music.
Was she big before this dude, or was she just
I
kind
have
of
no
like a
idea.
rando lady?
I don't know. I mean, she's just a smoke show. Like a beautiful
Beautiful.
woman who dated down for the sake of money and fame. Yeah, it could backfire on you. You know what I mean? Because
Well, watch just gets her into like a whole new like echelon of something, a new tier of like
yeah, it's
maybe
gonna catapult her.
she's gonna be a model or something, or she'll be on some TV show or something like that. So
You
could
think?
be good. It
I
could
don't
be.
know. All right, well, so Brianna Chicken Fry, which is not her real last name, it's La
Oh.
Peña, is a internet personality and podcaster.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
It is.
okay, rightfully so. Yeah, break up with her ass,
Influencer.
She was a 25-year-old who rose to prominence after landing a job at Barstool Sports before gaining momentum online because she's hot. So yeah,
Makes sense because Dave Portnoy was backing her up.
Yes, he was.
Oh, so yeah, he's bagging on her. Wouldn't it be great if Portnoy comes, sweeps in, and is like rebounds with her, like accidentally leaks some images of him
Right.
hooking up with Brianna, and be like,
Leaks a phone call that he
Yeah.
accidentally did.
"Yeah, she took the 1 bite challenge, and guess what? I got a 9.3. Hey, that's not how he sounds, but still interesting nonetheless. And she is gorgeous. And honestly, the couple pictures that we saw don't even do her justice. So let's creep out on the podcast broadcast. I'll show a few images of Brianna so you can get an idea of why this is even a story in the first place. But I think overall, it's a human interest story because no one would want to be broken up with that way.
No, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. See, finally got Mari on our page, right? It's so hard to get her to agree and take a woman's
She'll
side.
come around.
Yeah. Such a hater. All right, we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Join us, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, so yeah, let me look at images here because I see.
I think there's more to the story.
There always is, and I feel like they're both probably stupid people.
Exactly.
You know, like it's
absolutely.
She's a 25-year-old podcaster. There's nothing stupid about that.
no, nothing at all. Oh, influencers are not stupid. She's fine though.
She is fine. I want to pull up
super
this
good looking.
image.
Oh, she's beautiful.
See if there's like an OnlyFans too.
Oh yeah, that would be
And
great.
is it a bummer to get
That's
broken up
nice.
like that? Absolutely.
Look at this picture
Like she had
right
no
here.
like idea prior though. Like she obviously wasn't with him the morning after. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
did he start to like grow distant? Did he stop like answering her phone calls?
Well,
So this is what she would have looked like if she got married. If he would have married her, this is what she would have looked like. I guess it's difficult to see in that situation. But yeah, she's pretty stunning. So
nice body, yeah, for sure.
yeah, and a nice face too, and probably a great personality because she's a podcaster. All right, there's nobody with bad personalities that hosts podcasts.
Not at all. No. No.
Well, she's not ugly.
Oh,
And
she's
that,
gorgeous.
for that, it's a disadvantage because being ugly can be an advantage. And we explained why earlier this morning in case you missed it. And went a little something like this. Check it out. 6:15 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. Today's morning moron and this Friday morning is a Florida man as well.
Oh, shocking.
Yes, we've had a lot of Florida man stories this week, and it's been in abundance. Must be the season for
It's the
Florida
season,
man.
yeah.
Now, this Florida man apparently is a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, Swifty man.
Yeah. Now, if your like 12-year-old niece, would lie about trying to get into a Taylor Swift concert, then why can't a 44-year-old man in Florida? You know, that was his philosophy as he got arrested on Friday for posing as a security guard to get into a Taylor Swift show near Miami. Now, on the surface, you're thinking, okay, not that bad of an idea, man. Those tickets, they aren't cheap.
They're
So,
pricey.
yeah, it's like you're getting a free grand. This dude's name is Ivan Mariotti. And actual security guards called the police after they saw him down near the floor/field area. So he pretty much had like
He was in.
premium seats.
Yeah.
Now, he was in a suit with a badge around his neck, okay? So he didn't look like one of those arena security guards with like a fluorescent T-shirt. You know, he looked like, I don't know, like Secret Service
Secret Service
type of
bodyguard
security
kind of
guard.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when the cops showed up to question him, he told the police that he'd been hired by 4 women to escort them to the Eras Tour show.
Okay.
But he didn't have a ticket, okay? So cops then talked to the women who confirmed that they did pay for him to drive them there, right? But they didn't hire him as security, and they didn't know why he had a badge. And when they arrested him, he's listed as a quote-unquote ride-share driver.
Of course.
He's an Uber driver.
He's just an Uber dude.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, Uber driver / security for hot chicks at Taylor Swift concerts.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah, it's on
entrepreneur.
It's on my resume, dude. You know, this guy looks so Miami too. I'll show you.
Yeah, I want to see this guy.
Yeah, this-
Imagine explaining that in prison to all the other dudes while you're in jail.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if he'll actually serve prison time on this, but
Yeah,
look
I
at
know.
here's the mugshot of.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yes,
Got that tan.
He looks like a Miami coked out Uber driver for sure. Dressing nice, dressed to impress, as you would in Miami. But yeah, obviously he was not who he claimed to be. He's facing charges of impersonating an officer, interfering with a sporting or entertainment event, and no word if he got to stick around for the encore of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Like, how deep in the Eras did he
Right.
get? And is he sitting in jail being like, worth it? Like, if
Yeah.
he saw, like, and heard, like, 20 songs, like, yeah, that was good.
It might be all right.
Yeah,
then at
what's
that
my
point.
bail? My bail's still cheaper than what the 10th row at a Taylor Swift concert would be.
Right.
So
Got a
maybe,
good story, too.
yeah, maybe he's not a moron in this situation. I guess today's morning moron is me because I didn't think of it.
Next time, man.
stats and facts of people who are tall or attractive that seem to, be more successful. Right. And, science kind of backs that up. What I didn't think about is the flip side of the coin. The advantages of being ugly.
Yeah.
There are some advantages.
I believe there are.
Yeah, and I'll say off the top of my head, before I get into the list, I'll say this. When I'm looking nice and I'm dressed nice, and then I go to like certain areas around town, like a gas station, as it might be a little sketch, I'll be nervous if I look presentable. But if I'm like scrubbing and I'm just my regular old self, I'm looking like poor and whatever, I go into the most hood of places feeling comfortable as hell.
Right at home.
Yeah, like they're not gonna rob me. I ain't got nothing to rob,
Yeah.
right? So that's one advantage. But let me get into a list because this is based off of different research. And this is for everyone out there that doesn't feel like they fit the social stereotypical definition of whatever is considered hot these days. Because it doesn't mean you're not bringing something substantial to the table. And these are the advantage that ugly guys have over pretty people. Okay? Now, I see that you're paying attention. You're curious about this. What are some questions before we get into this list, Mari? Are you just intrigued?
I'm intrigued.
Okay, so let's get into it. First and foremost, greater success. Research shows that attractive people make more money. That's true. Okay, but attractive people tend not to have the drive to create, succeed, innovate. That's all something that unattractive do. Yeah. Right? Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Bill Gates. Look at the ones who moved the needle. Steve Jobs, somewhat attractive, but not really. The dude was kind of a nerd who did a lot of acid, so he felt like he was cool. Yeah. But it's these guys in history, not even just recent history, in all of history that, have driven themselves to create and accomplish greater things because they couldn't just stay in bed with the hottest woman all day.
Yeah.
Right? Right? That's a fact. All right, here's our next one. Stronger self-identity. Well, let me actually circle back to greater success.
Okay.
Do you think I would have worked for 7.5 years for free and would have pushed myself to study and chase this dream every single day without taking a day off if I was, quote unquote, good looking? No. The reason why we're sitting here today is because my ugly ass is like, it's all I got. It's dreams.
That's why it's radio too. You don't have to show your face off.
Well, we do have a podcast broadcast there, Emil, yeah. Which you can subscribe to at youtube.com. And honestly, with the ring light, I don't look that bad. But
it does wonders for you, man.
Yes, dude. All right, here's our next advantages of being ugly. Stronger self-identity. Okay, so you don't go through life being told how hot you were, right? So then you have to learn to be comfortable in your own skin and have a better sense of self-worth.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, yeah, Mari, do you even know who you are? You probably don't because you're smoking hot. Yeah, so,
I wasn't ugly duckling, though.
No, you say that. You're like, she says she was ugly when she was 4. Don't count, bro. Yeah, dude. Once you grew boobs, it was game over. All right, more meaningful connections. Relationships, both personal and professional, tend to be more substantial and less superficial when you're unattractive.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. Right? Because people pretend to be friends with a good-looking person all day long. Yeah. And that means, guy friends, too. To be honest with you, if you're a hot woman and you have all these guy friends, they're just basically, a D in a glass case.
Yeah.
They're hoping that you'll break that glass case in case of emergency and bang their ass.
You'll be right there.
In most cases, more often than not. Yeah. Yeah. I know initially when I was having friendships at an early age, it was basically just women I wanted to date, but then I just got friend zoned.
Yeah.
But then I, grown to appreciate a good female friendship, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Next advantage of being ugly. No plastic surgery obsession.
That is true. It saves you some money, too.
Yes. Because once you are hot and you're used to being hot, when you stop being hot, that affects you psychologically.
It really does, man. And you're a good-looking dude, and you start losing your hair, or you start getting some cracks in the skin and stuff. A lot of people freak out about that stuff. Instead of gracingly or growing old gracefully, they take the bog pill. They get their face all messed up.
Exactly. Yeah, they lean towards Botox, all that stuff. So some people born with the looks become obsessed with keeping those looks and will go to great means to retain them, sometimes to their own detriment. Have you ever had Botox before, Mari?
Absolutely.
Exactly. All right, next advantage of being ugly, resilience. Okay, so you face more rejection and had to be stronger to get what you wanted out of life. which has made you more well-rounded, confident, and secure with who you are.
Got that thick skin.
Yes, so own it. Because things in life aren't going to be easy for you.
No.
Right? Again, surveys and studies have shown that attractive people will get more opportunities. So the ugly people out there have to really earn those opportunities and strive to achieve them. And again, this goes back to my little radio journey. Plenty of times where on my resume or my air checks, everything checked out. Then they meet me face to face and be like, no, sorry, we're going to hire a hot chick instead. Just how it works, right? Because this is entertainment. So you got to work harder. You got to be better than the next, honestly, to get that position. And ugly people who get to those positions, they have earned it. All right. Let's see. Self-sufficient and motivated. Praise and compliments are nice, but you don't need them to be fulfilled. If you build yourself up through your work and your accomplishments, that's going to make you more self-sufficient and motivated. Also, aging gracefully. We circle back to that. Some people with their looks are their biggest commodity, and they fade. All looks fade. I mean, look at Angelina Jolie, right? Look at, eventually even the hottest of the hot will not.
Everybody hits that wall,
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Yeah. So that's why I'm still waiting to peak, and I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. And then finally, an advantage of being ugly, controlling what you can.
Yeah.
All right, so you can make yourself more attractive through your style, grooming, fitness, and all that other nonsense, but all of which will boost your confidence. And that's the sexiest trait any of us can have is confidence.
Confidence, yeah. Charisma, that's what it's about. You get anybody with that.
For real. Yeah, I know. I mean, on paper, just looking at pictures, you would think this guy never has sex. It must be an incel. But it's my confidence and bravado and stuff that has definitely kept me in the dating pool.
Same here.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Well, you're a good-looking man, too.
Oh, thanks, man.
You got really good hair.
Yeah. I can't wait for those looks to fade.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Hey, man, next week I'll be fat and bald and... I'll just go with it.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. There you go. Your advantages of being ugly. Let's hit the reset. We got music on the way from POD. Keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Okay, so you don't like to be called mommy, and we're back here on the air. So we're gonna do a beef tip, and then we're gonna on the FM side. Then I'm gonna play commercials, and then we're gonna do F My Life for tomorrow. Now, Todd, I know you're asking. You're saying, hey, didn't you just take a week off? I'm not taking tomorrow off. I'm going to be here around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. But, considering all of my friends can't be here on Friday morning, we pre-record a bunch of fun stuff to make it like a super show on Friday. Plus, I have interviews with LA Knight and it looks like the Tucson Roadrunners. So tomorrow's show is going to be jam-packed, and I'm going to be manning the controls, so to speak. But I won't be doing some of these segments live because they were pre-recorded. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live on the podcast broadcast. And, just got a random message on YouTube. I don't know why the hashtags attracted Lucifer Lucero.
I love Lucero, the band.
Yeah. And he said, believe in Jesus. Rapture soon. All right. Well, thanks for the heads up there, Lucifer Lucero.
Thanks, Lucifer.
Yeah.
Believe you.
Not speaking of which, tomorrow morning we're going to have a WWE superstar LA Knight on the show. That's a big deal for us wrestling marks. I know you two are just like, oh, yeah, cool. It sounds like a name. For all the wrestling fans out there, they immediately said, yeah. So L.A. Knight, yeah, is his catchphrase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. In fact, actually, let me just play just a little bit of L.A. Knight's yeah, because I know they got mashups.
Oh, I've never seen this guy.
Oh, first off, he is he's much like us. Meaning like a guy who has a dream, who had to work hard, didn't give up on himself, and wasn't succeeding. And a lot of people told me he should quit over the years. And now at the ripe old age of 41, I think he finally achieved success in the WWE and is now the United States champion.
Wow!
Right? And he has a catchphrase, and it goes like this.
You've taken advantage to blindside and attack me anytime I ain't looking. And you say, well, it wasn't me, my brother. It was boy howdy. You don't know. I know who it was. I know it was you. I can hear you. I can feel you. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to put on whatever mask you need to. I need you to put said a bunch of gobbledygook.
That was the one. I needed a compilation.
I was getting pumped up for that, though.
I know.
It's LA Knight's game.
He's good on the stick, right? And so this is his catchphrase, and it's just one word.
It's LA Knight's game. Yeah.
Ta-ta, happy 40.
See you later.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Eli Drake. Yeah. And guess what? I'm going to take that one from you. Yeah. Matter of fact, if I...
Yeah, so yes. Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And he's the man, and he's going to be a guest on the show tomorrow
That's
talking about
cool.
WrestleMania. Very excited about that. And maybe we'll get to the bottom as to why WrestleMania tickets in Las Vegas are so goddamn expensive. Because you're
What are they running right now?
$4,000 if you're even on the bottom level. Yeah, dude. Wrestling is
Expect that.
at an all-time high as far as popularity is
crazy.
concerned. I know. It's a big deal. So my beef tip for you is if you're planning on going WrestleMania, save right now. Save right now. WrestleMania is in April in Las Vegas. You're going to need at least 10 grand to have a good time. That's a guarantee. Yeah. All right. That's all the time we have for the show. Thank you guys for listening. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later. Yeah.
When you wish upon a side of beef.
All right. So that was the FM side. Ran out of time because I was too busy trying to get videos from LA Knight.
That's cool you got him on the show, though. How'd you do that?
No publicists reach out to me.
Oh.
I work with several publicists, a couple publicists that will
About-
reach out, even though I'm somewhat flaky with some of their guest requests. But John knows with Premiere TV that if it's a wrestling related thing,
That's your thing.
I'll probably say yes. Yeah. Well, we have a male demo, obviously. Like there's people like Jeff on the stream that huge wrestling fans as well. And when it's a Zoom interview, so I'll have 10 minutes with him, right? It's a tight 10. He's on a circuit, right? You know, like a bunch of WWE superstars this week, because WrestleMania tickets went on sale this week,
Right.
are doing press, and which is great. That 10 minutes, he's going to do video call with me. It'll be great, and that's good for internet clicks because, wrestling equals internet clicks. My two biggest, reels on Instagram are talking about wrestling. The Vince McMahon dildo little rant had 850,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my other bisexual Undertaker observation that I did with Todd has like 50,000 views.
Okay.
Right. And this is all just because, the wrestling fandom, the IWC, they call it, is the internet wrestling community.
Oh.
Huge.
Yeah. They're all about it. So it's super fun and funny. All right.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. But the problem is, so what I was going to do, considering that we had all this great content recorded for Friday's show, and I've been waking up and doing the show every day this week, I was like, cool, I'll record the first 3 hours of the show so I can sleep in a little bit, have fun on Thursday night, because I'm working on Friday and Saturday, and then just come in and do the podcast was ideally what I was thinking about doing. But then I remembered that I booked this interview at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. That means I got to wake up super early and come in, do the interview, and bank that. And then it looks like I'm coming in later this afternoon to record an interview with a couple players from the Tucson Roadrunners. So ain't no rest for the wicked, but that's all going to make for a fantastic show tomorrow.
It's good busy.
Yeah. It is good busy. And there's a lot of things that we're working on too, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get ready to pre-record a special treat for you guys on the stream. And I'm going to be here live answering the phones 6 to 10 a.m. I will be here. Mari will not be. Emil will not be. Rico will not be. Valdez might be. Yeah. But tomorrow morning in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to do F My Lifes. And I'm going to share that here right now. So let's see. We're going to do FMLs and FML news right now.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to us at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600-KFMA, that's 600-5362, and our panel will weigh in on your F My Life situation. We got Mari and Emil in studio today. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, first email sent to me by Sophie. Sophie said, I once lost my balance trying to get my bag out of the car. In doing so, my lips came in contact with some bird poop.
Oh.
Is that good luck?
No.
Maybe.
Because I wonder if it was fresh. Is that F my life one way or the other, Mari?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you kiss bird poop, that's going to ruin your day.
I think so.
Fair enough. All right, what do you say,
Yeah,
Neil?
I agree. Fresh or not fresh, your life is effed
Yeah.
for that. Ugh.
Anything involving poo is usually an automatic F my life.
Automatic.
And that streak continues. Thanks for the email, Sophie. Next email sent to me by Penelope. She said, I once had a fight with my boyfriend over a girl he is close to. He later arrived with flowers for what I thought was an apology. He was actually breaking up with me. The flowers were for her. He just didn't want to leave them in the car.
Oh.
Is that worse than that, like, Country Brian dude?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So you say F my life?
Absolutely.
Emil?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, 100% F my life.
That sucks.
Yeah, sorry about that. You could have at least got one flower.
One.
Right.
Hey, give me a party again.
Consolation flower. There you go.
Right.
It's a little dead.
Yeah, a lot of ladies sending emails in F My Life this week. Natalie sent this, and she said, after lots of overcast weather, we opened up the blinds for the children's section in the library to let the beautiful sunshine in. 15 preschoolers were greeted by the sight of a used condom plastered against the window.
Society.
Yeah. Is that F My Life, though, Emil?
Yeah, man, those poor kids. That sucks. They don't need to see that stuff.
They
But
even
don't.
know
But they
what it
also
is.
don't. Yeah, they don't know what it is. But still, just the visualization.
Yeah, I understand. It's probably like a homeless condom, just thrown against the window. And
Homeless-
Yeah.
here's a fun fact. You throw a used condom against the wall, it's going to stick.
It's gonna slap up there.
and it might even crawl down like those sticky
Wall
spiders
crawlers,
back in the
yeah,
day.
I love those things. Not the
Not when they're
condom
filled
ones.
with love, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, the kids aren't necessarily going to know, but is that an F My Life, Mari?
See, I think so because she probably has to go clean it off the window.
Close the blinds again.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to shut it real quick. Yeah.
There's nothing out there.
But that is the life hack for you. So, yeah, the wall crawlers. If you
you're
can't find
missing
those
them.
wall crawlers, just pick up some Trojans. Have fun.
Feeling nostalgic. It's a really big one.
Yeah. All right. Next up, my life sent to me by Eli. He said, I tried to break up a fight between two of my coworkers. They decided to show their gratitude by smashing me in the face with a thick ceramic dish.
Ouch.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, they turned on him.
Yes, they did. Emil?
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah. Probably got concussed, too.
Being a good Samaritan doesn't pay off sometimes.
Yeah, when you try to break up a fight and you end up losing the fight, and the two people fighting don't even lose the fight, they just look at you and be like, yeah, he's the one that got his ass kicked.
Did they make friends afterwards?
Yeah, they went for beers afterwards.
Yeah.
They went to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know. What do you say, Mari?
Yeah, FML.
Okay,
Ouch.
I agree. Yeah, anytime you get hit in the face with a ceramic dish, definitely going to be an F my life. Final FML today sent to me by Carter. Carter said, I finally get to go home after a 16-day training event in Colorado. But my plane has been sitting in the runway for over 3 hours due to lightning storms, and we're not allowed to leave. We spent more time on the ground waiting than the flight would take for itself. Yeah, that sucks. What's the longest you've been stuck on an airplane?
You know what? Like, not in the air, like, not a part of my flight.
Yeah, like grounded.
I think it's been, like, maybe max 2 hours.
That's still.
It's a long time, and it sucks. So that's why this is a big FML, because that's a long time to sit in this little plane.
Yeah, your butt's numb before you even take off, and they won't let you leave or go into the
No.
lobby. Nothing.
You're just stuck, yeah.
You're just stuck, dude. It sucks. It's unfair. See, it seems like it should be illegal. F my life, Emil?
I've been there before, actually coming back from Phoenix to Tucson. I was like, this is stupid. I could drive home in the amount of time.
I know.
And I had
Yeah.
to sit there for like 4 hours. But I'm going to say, somewhat of a big baby. You're going home. There's like, there's that good light at the end of the tunnel. Could be
I
worse.
guess, yeah. But, you're just like, you want to be home so bad.
So
Taste
bad.
it,
Yeah, then the universe intervenes. So I'm going to say F my life. 2 out of 3 agree. Your life is F, Carter. So there you go. Keep those emails coming. beefegan@kfma.com. Coming up next in your FML news, the headline would read like this. I woke up from a coma in 1980 with 40 years of memories gone.
Dang,
Yes.
that's the worst.
I know. FML news coming up right after these words. Keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Dang, that just bummed me out for the rest of the day. That poor soul.
Oh, the rest of the day?
Yeah, well, I'll probably forget about it when I walk out the door.
Fair enough, yeah. Speaking of which, we got one more, and we're going to wrap things up. So we'll wrap it up with FML news, which I will pre-record like this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to B Figure Presents. It's time for FML News Story of the Day. Today's news story is about a man named Luciano, and he woke up from a coma in 2019, believing it was 1980 after he was involved in a tragic hit-and-run accident that erased nearly 40 years of his memory.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, it's devastating, and honestly, it's like dying all over again, right? Because you just got this whole gap. Now, Luciano, at this point, has a wife and kid, had a whole entire lifetime of memories, happy memories, that are now gone. He had no idea he was an older man or that he had a wife and son. So over the past 5 years, doctors and psychologists have been helping him piece his life back together and adjust to the present, but he still does not have no way to tap into those memories.
Yeah, I don't know how you come back from that, dude. Especially like leaving the 80s, such a wonderful period, coming into 2019. What? That sucks.
I know.
And being like old and stuff, like looking at yourself and like, what the hell happened to me?
Yeah.
Like, because imagine 40 years ago, you're like at your peak, you look good. Say you're like playing on a football team or you got a six pack and you're looking like, oh my God, I'm fat and I'm old. And,
yeah, what the heck happened?
And you look at your wife and you're like,
I know.
Yeah, like you don't remember what she looked like when she was hot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So is that an FML?
Yeah, that's
The biggest
like
of FMLs.
If there was a textbook definition of it, that dude's face would be right there next to it.
Yeah, well, that's why Luciano is our FML news story of the day. Let's hope that he regains his memory back eventually, somehow, some way. But let's keep it moving. Here's music from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Scar Tissue, on Rock 102.1 KFMA. There you go. And with that, guys, that was it. Yes, we did it. We did another show. Tomorrow morning show, gonna be crazy. Crazy. And I'm very much excited about it. But till then, we got to wrap things up here on the podcast broadcast. Thank you guys for sticking around for the overtime. And we'll be back and see you guys in the stream tomorrow. Babuski.